What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuck Play Sonic Heroes Part 27. We are now here in Egg Fleet Zone, and our mission is to infiltrate the flagship without being detected by the enemies. Alright, so the cannons don't matter. You can be detected by them all day. It's just the egg pawns and the E2000 series robots that we have to worry about. Of course, so since that means we'll be using SBO a lot, so you'll want to make sure you level him up as quickly as possible, and always make sure that whenever you see a single or a group of enemies, always make sure that you go into make sure you go invisible. And for an area like this, there will always be an alternate path you can take. You just have to look for it, or you can also just turn invisible with SBO and then homing attack around him. I would say this is a little bit more profitable though, that path. Alright, so remember with lasers we can go invisible with SBO, but I want to climb up here and get these rings really quickly. There's this, well, oh well. Doesn't really matter anyway. Once we get up here with Charmy, you can just use both. You can just hit them both like that. Okay, careful. You want to be careful while walking around. And it would seem that Charmy will get dizzy at high altitudes, even though he is a bee, as Vector just pointed out. Remember, definitely make sure that, ouch, SBO gets leveled up first, and then I would definitely say Charmy, so you can knock out any cannons that may potentially be in your get in your way or bother you. And take it slow. You always want to be careful, because you never know when an enemy will pop up and hit you, and definitely mess up your progress. But yeah, so this should be, once we get up with level 3 with SBO, you can immediately knock out the robots in one shot, but you also want to watch out for, I guess we're going to have to knock out these cages, I didn't notice. But yeah, you want to make sure, just because you destroy robots that you can see, you'll want to look around and make sure there aren't any robots that may be stuck around that could potentially see you. You have to be pretty close to for most robots to actually notice you, but if they hear any weird noises, they will definitely come looking, and you want to quickly hide or run away from them, and try not to draw too much attention to yourself, like here. You can, I think as long as you're, well, thankfully, since they're talking, that they won't mess us up, but they could have. And that would have actually made this style of mission a lot harder if they would have implemented that feature. Okay. Yeah, that's why we always want to look around. There should only be 2 on each side. There we go. Alright, so you can begin to knock out the cannons, but also be careful, because you just never know where or when they could have stuck around robots. They usually don't mess you over that bad. Ouch. But you never know. That's why you always want to be careful. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter who we get these switches with. I thought they were all going to be like those normal switches where you had to drop the characters around on them to keep them lit. And always look for shadows. I don't think there's any robots that will ambush you here, but there very well may be, and you always want to watch out for that kind of stuff, and just watch out where you're going to jump to, and just plan your plan everything carefully, and just take it easy. And don't worry, that shouldn't be anything wrong with the sound on this. It's just there's so much going on. The ship noises, along with the background music and the rings and everything, will slow it down definitely. Alright, so you can either take it out with a Team Blast, or you can take the slow route and knock it out one by one, or just continuously homing attack it. I would definitely say just go ahead and go invisible here, just because we're right here at the end and you don't want to mess up, especially if you have a good enough score that you feel that you can get an A rank with. This mission isn't that hard. It's definitely harder than the frogs, but they don't screw you over as bad as they could have. They give you alternate paths to go to.
Impossible feat. Ultimate ninja power.
And they definitely help you out with the ability to, you don't have to stay invisible to go past sleeping robots. You know, that in that section that could have definitely hurt you a lot more than find the keys to the cell where the client is locked up. Alright, so this is our last mission, another finding mission. Alright, so this is just like the Hang Castle keys, and I believe there's only 2 extra keys in this level instead of 5, so you want to be careful with those, definitely. And just look around again, you know, you never know where a key will be at. They're not usually stuck around in too many difficult to find places, but this is the last mission on Final Fortress, so you always want to be careful and just take it slow while you're going around in sections like this. You don't have to worry about this robot, since especially since we don't have a fully leveled flight character, so it's not really worth it to go after him. So the cannons seem to be inactive, which is good for us, of course. Oh, I guess they woke up. And it won't hurt to check in locations like that back there where, if we had missed the wall jumping area. I don't think there would be a key back there, but you know, you never know. Let's see, where are we supposed to go? Oh, of course. I guess that's why we're supposed to be quiet and not let the key or the cannons become active. Let's see. I think there's only a life up here, but it doesn't hurt to go after it. Oh, okay, Team Blast. And another shield, that's always good. Let's see. I'm sure there isn't a key down here, but again, you just never know in situations like this, and I haven't played this mission in a long time, so I'm not at all familiar where the keys are. So this is probably another one where I'll get the where I won't get the A rank for. But I've been pretty good about getting the A ranks on the levels. It's just Robot Storm that I didn't get the A rank on recently, which was just a boss fight, and those are kind of difficult to do, or to get A ranks every time on them anyway. This guy got a helmet. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and use the Team Blasters to get through this section faster. Since there are only 5 keys and they are in not hard to find places, but they're not all stuck out and where you can easily find them, so you do want to be not take your time with this level. So whenever you can bypass something like that, you know, always do it. here you may even want to just use SBO to knock off the shields. That is one thing about, you always want to be careful doing that, because you never know where, could have been key, maybe there's a key in there, but I can't reach it, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm not going to be able to get up there either, so. Oh, okay, I never hit that switch before, so I guess that's what that activates, obviously. Oh crap, no. Oh. Wow, okay. Lucky again, I think I got lucky here with Team Rose, was it? In getting something like this before as well. Okay. Not doing too well with the key finding, but I don't think I've missed any, so that's okay. And I should get the Chaos Emerald, which is good. Now you could bypass, well, I guess I thought that would shut the lasers off. I was going to say you could bypass this section with SBO just to keep moving, which probably wouldn't have been that bad of an idea. But with this section, you know, these are pretty easy to knock out shields, so there ain't no point in missing them. And you want to be careful when choosing how, when, and where to fly. We'll go ahead and knock this guy out with a Team Blast, but because if you're like close, if I hadn't moved forward when I started flying, I would have definitely hit that hit the lasers, and obviously that wouldn't have been very good, so you want to just be careful when doing that kind of stuff. Just choosing when to fly, waiting at the highest point of your jump to start flying. Alright, so this should have lasers, unlike Team Rose's. I don't even think they went along this section. Oh, well, crap. Remember to always use Team Dark, or not Team Dark, the flight formation for those kinds of sections. This should be our last key, so we want to go ahead and knock him out quickly. And you can see the usefulness of Omega's rockets, which these are exactly like, and Vector's bubblegum. It will bounce around. Omega's rockets won't bounce around, but they do go in different directions and at different angles. In a small circle like that, Vector's bubbles can actually be very useful. I would definitely say try to do 60,000 to 65,000, possibly even 70, but you could definitely go a lot faster than I did through that section. I looked around a little bit more for the keys, thinking that they would be a little bit harder to find. But I did go a long section without finding any keys, so I might have been able to find them faster, not had to go out so far. But anyway, so there you go. You know, that's the last mission, and you can see they're not all that hard. The finding mission is definitely the go-to mission for Sega. They thought that would probably be the best and easiest. Next would be the finding, or passing through an area or a level without being seen. And there we go again. With more glitches, just like we had with Team Sonic. If you remember, I believe it was the 5th Chaos Emerald, where I was running along a wall and I somehow got turned around backwards. Well, that was the same thing that happened there. And it looks like I might, well, I'll get it once we get to the field of orange spheres, so I'm not too worried about it. But remember, if you do get back this far, to always go to the insides of these tunnels. You don't have to be on the very inside of them. Just close enough that it you don't ride up the wall, but it does help. Because you don't want to be right up on the wall, you just kind of want to be on that slope up towards it, and then you won't get caught up there and get spun around or anything like that. And there you go, that's the 7th Chaos Emerald. I believe I've shown it off with, oh, I think I've gotten it with every character except for maybe Team Dark. I'm not 100% sure if I got it with them or if it was Team Sonic. I know one team I didn't get this emerald with. I'm pretty sure, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, so just remember to keep your flight character, to get him leveled up as quickly as possible, and so that we can get a team blast quickly. Well, don't wait there, don't get sent back this far, but definitely you want to get as many chaos drives as you can, and wow, okay. Or not chaos drives, I mean power cores. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, alright, so just stay up in the air, and you can just continue to use the Thunder Shoot on him. And it would seem that I'm really close to the... Must be going after those jellyfish robots as well. Since this one isn't as strong as others, this Team Blast isn't as powerful as others, we won't actually hurt him as much as we would with another team. But since there are so many enemies around, I believe we'll only get, yeah, okay, one. Now that's not even going to help with the Team Blast, really. Oh, crap. I thought we'd get that golden robot for sure. Alright, so, lead his shots a little bit before you dive out there. But don't wait too long, obviously, because you will get left behind, and he will have to come charging after you. Now, SBO's quick attack, I don't know if I've talked about it or some other character has. Oh, crap. You can throw... okay, yeah, I already did, my bad. Come on. Alright, so your top priority now is just to get some rings and to get away from all of this crap as quickly as possible. So you can see we cannot dodge this guy. I believe I done talked about it before, though. So you can't actually outrun him, that's pretty good. Doesn't help out too much, but... Alright. He should be... okay, I was going to say he should be around 50, but since we're leveled up, or since Charmy's leveled up all the way, this should definitely help out in hurting him. You could probably also use Vector here, since there are so many enemies around on the ground. Well, let me try that. That actually seemed to work out pretty good. So you may actually be able to, well, not with Omega or Knuckles, but like with Big or Cream, or Big and Vector, since they throw their teammates, you could probably use them to help you out instead of just continuously spamming the flight formation character. But that was Egg Emperor. I don't expect to get the A rank. I wasn't really going for it once I got caught in that one section.
Alright, boys. A job well done.
I'm definitely not complaining, but I definitely didn't expect to. Once I got caught in that section and kept getting hurt, I've just pretty much quit trying to go after the A rank. So this seems to be another fake Robotnik. So it would seem Charmy can actually be of some use other than just using a Thunder Shoot. Well, anyway, so we kind of knew it was Robotnik. He knew so much about Robotnik, everything that Robotnik had, like the city, all of his robots, how to take them out easily, how to get into some of his more secure locations, and even took offense when Vector called him a mustached moron, I believe it was, in Robot Storm. But anyway, this team, as I've said before, it's mission-based. The majority of the missions are the finding mission, where you have to find different things like chow, VIP chips, keys of different kinds, and crabs, just different stuff like that. Then you have the sneak, or well, not sneak, but stealth missions, where you have to stay in stealth mode and not mess with any frogs or any robots. And then you have that one mission in Grand Metropolis that you have to destroy 85 robots, which is actually surprising that Robotnik would want you to destroy his own robots, but anyway. So yeah, it's an easy team for the most part. They definitely they are different than any other team. That they aren't nearly as hard as Team Dark, but definitely Robot Storm is a lot harder than with Team Dark for the most part. That last two platforms and that one where you have to either use the cannon, or, since we've just learned, you can use the Thunder Shoot on a lot of those robots, but you have to make sure that you are leveled up all the way, or at least to level 2 to be even useful in that section. But yeah, it's a fun team. I really like them. I didn't like them when I was younger because I was like, oh, I only like Team Sonic and Team Dark. But now that I've played the team more, done a little bit of research with the team, I really like it. They are definitely my top 3 in this in this game. Obviously, don't like Team Rose. In the air with Team Sonic and Team Dark for the best, and then Team Calyx definitely comes in second. But yeah, there really isn't that much to say with the team. Definitely to try to get the A rank, so speed is the key. If you're trying to find something like hermit crabs, chow, keys, whatever, you want to make sure that you try to do it as fast as possible. To be able to do it as fast as possible, you have to play these levels a good couple times to learn the location of every item that you need to find to be able to get the A rank easily. Remember, you can use the Team Blast to gain extra rings and extra score, but it doesn't really help out as much as I thought it would. And remember to remember that there's always 5 extra items except for the except for the first and last levels. Seaside Hill and Final Fortress, there are, I believe, only 2 extra crabs and 2 extra keys, but every other finding mission has 5 extra items that you can find if you do miss any, so you can use that, but that will also eat away into your time and ensuring that you don't get an A rank. But I thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many cannonballs were how many times did Robotnik use his spear attack in Egg Emperor? Thanks for watching. Next, we will be doing the final story. Until then, later, everyone.